This better or worse?
Yes, you sound much better.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Glad we can make it.
Hopefully, yeah.
We're both at like different locations. And I'm at my studio. I've been like kind of putting it off to use my other office that has like a nice backdrop, but I was like, you know what? I just need to start using it. For those of you who are watching the recording, this is CityClips. We're co-founders of a newsletter company. And yeah, we're chugging along. And I've been using other, extra time to focus more on online campaigns. That's why, hence the topic for today is more about online campaigns. And so that's one of the things I wanted to talk about with Ollie. Are you hearing echo?
No.
Okay.
Oh, there's an echo. Maybe it's from my side. Let me just mute my mic.
Okay. And also, I could lower my volume. I think it's okay now. For some reason, I'm not hearing myself. So that's good. And I thought you'd want to see this. I thought this is my one of my team members did something cool for us. Let me go ahead and share the screen. I hope you can hear the audio. For those of you who've seen my lives in the past, this is not my regular typical live that you see in Friends, but
They're all looking about. It's not only about growing the audience, but how many. That's nice, actually.
Yeah. And that was just one of the episodes, So
that
I
was
thought
just one episode. Oh, they should do it.
I mean, I told them look for funny moments throughout. So they're just catching up. We're finally catching up on some of my other episodes I've been doing, and so they're going through all the episodes we've done. And so I said, there's parts, they're like, what do we do for bloopers? Well, I said, well, my dog walks by sometimes, or Ollie's looking for ants, look for those. And then the whole point is we're documenting our experience. We're not waiting for a perfect moment. We're just going to do it, So
I agree.
Yeah. And then I also asked them to do highlights. So I think this one looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and share it. Let me go ahead.
So chaos is what is happening with information right now. And newsletters, while they came in the beginning, email newsletters, they came at the beginning of internet as a source of, before social media. So it was a source of sending chain emails and sometimes necessary things, sometimes funny things. But at the end of the day, it was a way to communicate to a mass. Then came along social media, it drowned the newsletters out, and the email newsletters were out of the picture. But with the increase of social media and the increase of chaos, newsletters came back again as something that is more specific. For example, if I'm a marketer interested in the trends of marketing, I would go and subscribe to a marketing newsletter. Or if I'm interested in investments, I will go and sign up for an investment newsletter. And now it came back to be a solution for this chaos of information. That's nice. Thank you for making me sound better than I am in real life.
That's what I'm good at. That's what I do for clients. I make them look great.
This is good. I like this.
I know. You sound like a pro, and you are.
Thank you. Honestly, so a lot of good things have been happening. I like do you want to share how good the results of the first campaign?
Yeah. So I did an experiment. Fun for Telekids has a great audience and, comprised of mostly parents, but most of the parents are young professionals and also business owners. And what I did a test, I already had a gift card handy. And I said, why don't we do this as a giveaway? And one of her popular campaigns is this October kind of blitz, so to speak, where she has her skeleton friend, Slim Jim, goes around different businesses and then does giveaways. So one of the asks, and I can share it, is, hey, subscribe to our newsletter. And we talked about CityClips, what it basically was about. And so people signed up, and then there was a drawing. It was a $100 gift card. We actually, beat our last total list. So like it was nice that we were able to double our subscriber list. And then we'll see how much retention we'll be able to have from that. But yeah, like that was a very easy promo. Didn't take, I guess if we were to include email communication, excuse me, the post, less than an hour really. And so I liked being able to get more results out of less money, less time, So I think that was a worthwhile investment.
I think it was amazing. Like doubling the subscriber base in a very short time with one campaign, I think was an amazing achievement. Let's not forget that we're talking about a very specific newsletter. It's specific to a geography that is quite small in terms of demographics. We're talking about a city with 100,000 inhabitants only. So it is going to be challenging. Every single additional subscriber is going to be challenging, but then the retention and maintaining the open rate is going to be another challenge. But this is an amazing start. This is, I think, the first campaign that we try in any way or sense, right? So I think that's an amazing start, and it opened up new doors. Like I saw you got excited about what are the other things that we can do online that can promote our newsletter, right?
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up because I noticed that Nick, I think it's Nick. I keep mixing him up with another guy who has a Huber, but that's Huberman. But he's another founder that actually has multiple businesses. A lot of boring companies that does really well, and he's growing his newsletter base. And one of the things he did was he partnered with another entrepreneur, and they're doing a free event online. And all they want is for you to subscribe and register. So you can get emails that way without having to pay. And so like that's another type of campaign where we have guest speakers, get people to subscribe, and they have to sign up through CityClips. So one of the things I was thinking is that maybe we can host virtual events and we don't have to spend extra costs on a physical event, but we could work towards an actual physical event, like a launch.
That sounds great. Speaking of virtual events, there were so many inventions that came up during COVID about virtual events and maybe things that you can do in the metaverse or in 3D, or like even having a virtual workplace where people actually can go, like it's almost like a map, a floor plan of a house, and this is the meeting room, this is the playroom, this is the movie theater where you can watch movies with your colleagues, and it was fun. We don't have to necessarily do something as elaborate as that, but I think there's a lot of options and there's a big room for creativity over there.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you saw this because it kind of happened where I was able to interview the founder of War Chant. He hopped on my show. Initially, I was like, oh, this could be a potential guest for CityClip. So then I was thinking, and he was open to meeting up again. He really liked our interview, had a great time, and it was under the JHC and Friends theme. And he said he'd be happy to, include guests within his network of sports and business. And so, that's something that we can consider as a future event, whether it's virtual or in person. So there's a lot of things getting worked out, and I think that would be a great way to, increase email lists.
Nice, exciting times. Okay, so what are you thinking for next week? What are we trying to achieve between this week and next week?
Yeah, I also have reached out to some vendors to work with. Some of them are kind of slammed, but I think it would be cool where if I'm attending some in-person events and this was a brilliant idea that Mitch had. Shout out to Mitch with Divvy Up. They started at the market. They started selling socks and then doing that concept of giving away a sock for the homeless. And he said, oh, why don't you just table at these local markets and just get people to sign up and then give them a sticker? So I have more motivation to do, like you said, we need business cards. We're gonna work towards that. But then stickers, so I have some just basic sticker ideas. One of the ideas that I also had, if you're interested in doing this, is downtown TLH has really cool stickers. And I have to talk to them about, bulk, price, because I would love for it to just be like a Tallahassee theme. It doesn't have to be necessarily branded CityClips, all the time kind of thing. Of course, swag is great, but people care about just Tallahassee in general, right?
No, I agree. And honestly, I was gonna ask you about this. Like, what kind of stickers are you thinking about designing? But even I was thinking that something that goes around the theme. So our themes are definitely Tallahassee. So anything that has to do, I don't know, the Tallahassee skyline, something specific about Tallahassee, something maybe about the nose, about like anything that really we think as major elements of Tallahassee. That's one. The other thing, given that it's a business newsletter / lifestyle, maybe we can do something related to that. I don't know, something related to productivity, something related to, I don't know, emails, something funny about that. I don't know. Maybe these are also, sorry, clips.
Yeah, tips. I mean, like tips, like
tips.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe business tips. Yeah, definitely. Like when we were thinking about designing stickers for Jareed, everything about them was going to be either motivational or an inside joke that we mention in the newsletter every now and then. So I don't know, things like these. I don't know. I feel people are more likely to put these on the back of their laptops compared to just the brand. Like they will put the brand if they really love it, if they go there every single day, or if they use it every single day. But other than that, probably they will go for something, I don't know, that identifies with their personality or value.
Yes, and actually, the more I thought about it too, it would be really cool if, at some point where we have a community of people or business owners that are interested in potentially saying, hey, this business is up for sale. Like I think it would be cool if there is some element of deal flow, hey, this owner, or it doesn't have to be specific, like, hey, is it someone's ready to invest in a business or someone's ready to buy a business, this is what they're interested in, contact us. So then it's almost like we are helping speed up the process of communication. So like, I think that would be cool if we can include that as well.
I think the floor is open for including many things. It doesn't I believe natural communication is almost random. Like it is systemized, but much of it is random. Like we're not just going to be this boxed newsletter that only has sports, only has news local. No, it's not about this. It's more of an informal communication, that the communication that you have with your colleagues at work. So today maybe we're talking about the weather, tomorrow maybe we're talking about sports, the other day if there is something that came up, a big event, or someone who's trying to sell something that we want to share, we can share it. One of the things that we made sure that we do in Jareed, we're not ashamed of mentioning business names. We will mention them. If it's a good business, if it's a good event, we don't care if we're paid or not, we will mention it. But it's because we believe it's good for the community, it's good for our audience, etc. So we'll do it. So definitely, this falls, this aligns with our values. Like if someone is trying to sell a business in Tallahassee, why not? We can definitely mention that. Why not? We don't even have to be the middle person within all of this. Like, but maybe it's just for privacy of information. We will make it through us, but it's not just because we want it to happen. We want that deal to happen through us. No,
Right.
it's and that, so yes, it doesn't, we don't have to necessarily do it every single newsletter, that these are the deals that are available, but if there is something that's available and we can help out someone with it, yes, why not?
Yeah. And I feel like that helps with kind of it's part of our brand. It's like a resource, like, oh, this is cool. And to be able to share what's going on in the business community faster than others, right? Even though it's like a little bit slower, but I finally feel like I'm more comfortable now. And I think when my team member who's helping me curate content as well is starting to help me speed up. So we're going to test out trying to publish 3 and then today was short. Today was a little easier because she's getting more comfortable with putting the stuff into mail, so I'm trying to test our limits here and see where now, like, okay, I'm going to continue to collect and then share it with them. Like, this is something we need to include for the upcoming newsletters. And then they can start, getting to doing it most of the time. Like the writing side, I'm still doing.
That's amazing. That's amazing updates. Like I've always said, shorter newsletters are better with higher frequency. Like I would prefer 3 short newsletters rather than 2 long ones a week.
Yeah. No, and it was definitely less burdensome, like you said. It's actually it's easier.
It's easier for the writers. It's easier for the readers. It takes less time. It builds more of a habit. So it's good on all sides.
See, let me pull it up. But
there was something else that we wanted to discuss other than.
Well, okay, with online campaigns, we figured out a budget.
We wanted to talk about events that we want to speak about. By the way, yesterday I attended an event and I was talking about CityClips. Everyone was saying we need something like this for Tallahassee. We want to.
Did you add that sticker?
Who added that?
I didn't do that. That must have been your phone.
I don't know. Did I do that with my phone?
That'll go into bloopers for sure.
Okay. In any case, but everyone was saying agreeing with the value proposition that yes, we need that, and a lot of businesses were interested in whether sponsoring or whether being mentioned in the newsletter in one way or another. And I was very clear. I told them, listen, we are not ashamed of mentioning businesses as long as we believe that they deliver value to the community. Yeah.
Yes, and then
but a lot of interest in CityClips.
That's awesome. So then, did you like? I'll have to attend next time. But yeah, no, I mean,
maybe we can speak next time. Maybe we can talk about it. We can talk about the newsletters in general. We can talk about CityClips, the value proposition. We can discover different partnerships that can happen.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's exciting. I think like it's really clicking for people. They whenever I tell them about it, they said, "Oh yeah, we definitely need it." And people are actually asking me when they see me again, like, how's it going with that? Either they subscribed and then they see it and they're like, there's so much information there. I saved it, that kind of thing. And then even just like our interviews. So yeah, I think there's like, it's making more sense. And I really like how it's indirectly still promoting what we do with our regular day jobs. But yeah, I think
I had a question. So Women's Wednesday. So how is it going? How is that partnership going on? Like I know we've been featuring them for a while, for all of this month. Did they have any event that happened recently? Did they mention CityClips during that event? Was there any agreement of this sort?
Yeah, they have a big event coming up this coming week, and Barbara's going to continue to push CityClips out in the following weeks as well. And so I think it's a great opportunity because they're going to feature they're partnering with WFSU, and the event's going to be hosted at their space. So if you're free, you should come. It's next Wednesday. And we're looking into some possibilities of there's a potential announcement during that day. And so, but who knows, maybe she'd be open to us saying something. But one of the things with the partnership, one of the agreements with WFSU is that the programming would be featured on WFSU. So like any partners who want to be part of it, she's going to include CityClips, she's going to include Allison Taunt and some of the other partners. And so, you know, your logo is going to be on there for a duration the year, and they're going to promote it through their email and their regular programming. I know it's kind of like Barbara's been working super hard for a few months now on this, but only in the last few weeks have it all kind of come together, and that's just the nature of event planning. But she's hoping that there would be a continuing theme of featuring women in music and doing concert series, things like that. So she's we're excited about kind of like a kickoff and just to help with the development side of things for the next year for Women Wednesdays. So, and then of course, specifically, I said the email. I want our stuff on email.
So that's really amazing. Yeah, email specifically, because this is where we get most conversions. But definitely a mention here or there is definitely good. But if there is any other way that we can help out Barbara, she's been a lot of help with a lot of things that we did in Domi and otherwise. And she grew an amazing community. Like she went through like a lot of things happened for events during COVID, but she came back after COVID even stronger. Like Women Wednesdays, and they're doing a great impact on the community. So this is honestly amazing. Women Wednesday, and I'm so excited about this collaboration that they're going to have with WFSU. This is going to be great. But there's this eagerness for a lot of events that are coming back. So I think we should take advantage of that. Whether it's Women Wednesdays, we can come here to different co-working spaces and talk about the element. And again, it's not just about mentioning CityClips, but it's about encouraging others to build your own newsletters, and these are the finances, these are the elements of newsletters, so why not? So talking more about newsletters, because I believe still media, there is so many opportunities when it comes to media that are still not yet achieved here within Tallahassee, whether when it comes to newsletters, whether when it comes to podcasting, whether when it comes to other elements. I think there's a lot of potential that is still not taken care of, and it's not positioning. And these kind of media, they can go scale massively, that they can go national, they can go international. So why not taking these opportunities that can scale and put Tallahassee on the map in one way or another?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at least between us, even just on LinkedIn in general, like I think I have a couple thousand followers, you have like 3,000 plus. That is still, significant exposure for someone who wants, I guess, global exposure, and even one significant person out of that, or just even a small percentage out of that to get Tallahassee more exposure is obviously impactful. So I know we're running up to our 30-minute mark.
Yep.
We talked about what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the swag, and we're going to increase our publishing frequency, and Women Wednesdays event next week with the partnership there, and we look forward to getting more exposure there. She has at least 7,000 subscribers on her email list, so like to me it's worthwhile. And there's others. I've reached out to Coca. They have 20,000 in their email list.
Wow.
And I don't think they realize how well, I feel like we need to have an event that's focused on all these really significant communities that they don't understand the value that they have. And they're like spreading themselves thin and spending money elsewhere. But the email component is really, to me, very significant. So
it's good. We don't want to tell a lot of people about it, because the next thing that will happen is you're going to have a lot of competition happening.
No, it's okay. No, that's why we can help.
Yeah, but you're not going to get anything. We're just going to be a middleman.
No, but they still have their own niche. Like they can't, like I'm looking at all their different emails. They're heavily focused on their niche, And for us, we're like the catch-all. We're trying to share the best parts.
Which people appreciate as value because there isn't that catch-all yet. Okay, this is perfect. Just wanted to update you, about the sponsorship that we're gonna do for the event, the
All right.
Clash. Okay, do you need any help from me on that side? I'm
You
gonna
told me-
go and make the payment for the Clash event, the one that the email that I sent you, being a golden sponsor for that.
Oh, when is it?
It's end of January, beginning February.
Oh, yeah. We have time.
We have time, so just think about what do we want to include, what don't we want to include. So basically, they're gonna have like a gift bag that is given to all the participants in the event. So maybe, I don't know, we can print out like cards with QR codes if we want to. All of this is optional. We definitely need to put a banner. So part of the deal is that we're gonna have a banner on the gym for a whole year. So in that banner, we can have the QR code. So anyone who will take a picture will go to the subscription page immediately. What else? And if we want something, a shout out on the day of the event, whatever, there's going to be like at least 70 to 80 people attending. So if one specific shout out, we can do on the day. Maybe these are the main things, but if there's anything else, just let me know.
Yeah, definitely. And how's your schedule looking like? Are you gonna be traveling?
When?
Are you gonna be traveling soon?
Nothing on the schedule yet. We might for Christmas, New Year's, but I don't know. Nothing yet.
Yeah. Well, let me see if I can pull this up for you and show, because I don't know if you got to see it.
Show me.
Let me. Oh, did you see today's newsletter? You probably did. I think.
Yeah, I just did.
I think you should. Oh, okay, this one's not showing. But let me see if it'll because I'm.
When is the next newsletter getting published? Sorry, are we starting the new frequency now? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna try to push for another one tomorrow. So
tomorrow, can I include something about? Okay, I'll send you something to be included for tomorrow's newsletter.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so talked about Domi. I got approval. They're happy to be a partner this coming month, and this is the skeleton.
Yeah.
My friend works there, and she was fine with us getting Slim Jim in, and so. And see what I mean? Like it's popular. So we got like 72 plus reactions, comments, and because one of the things we wanted was like subscribe and comment. Like comment when you're done. So I got some exposure there, and I need to check to see if we got some extra visits. But we definitely got signups right away.
I love how you're having fun with content. I love how you're having fun. This is authentic. Like this is what actually people want. They want authenticity. Even when it comes to news, they don't want it to be just dry.
Right.
Yeah. This is fun. This is good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and people are liking it, even though it's obviously it's still kind of long, but I'm in for the long run, Ollie. So we'll see what happens with this.
Let's go. I think you will see. I think we will go through some good growth bumps over the next few months. You're gonna get even more excited. You're gonna have even better feedback. You have no idea. It's been 3 years, 4 years down the line now since our first newsletter, and every single time someone sends something positive, it fuels us back. Like so many businesses, I've told you this before, maybe I'll say it a million times more. So many businesses or startups, they just drown your energy. The newsletter business, while it drowns your energy a little bit, it refuels it. First of all, by reading and understanding more content in a way faster than others because you have to, because it's part of your job. Second of all, the positive feedback. Whenever you get it, you feel that you're doing something that is creating impact. And this impact only increases with the growth of your audience. So it's good. You're going to have fun. You're having fun already. You're going to have even more fun in the future.
Awesome. And I appreciate all your help and encouragement, because it definitely, as an entrepreneur, for other, just other things going on, I definitely hit my low points. But like you said, doing this, there's something encouraging, like there's refueling, there's motivation, and you learn. And I like being in the position of learning. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
I'll tell you a secret from Jerry. A lot of people don't know. Two of the earliest employees, they're content writers in Jerry. They had psychological issues that include like minor depression, etc., like clinical depression. And until today, they say, Jareed, writing content, figuring out content and writing it and creating that positive impact is a bright spot in their lives that is actually giving them meaning. So it's not just about money. It has created real improvement in their lives. And both of them are personally saying this and repeating it every now and then. And they did not leave. They did not, like, you have no idea. And only this
That's big.
makes this is amazing. Like, this is not,
Yeah.
like, imagine, it's almost like therapy. And you hear that every now and then. They say writing is actually good therapy. Like, whenever you're going through a low time, they say just take your diary and write down what you have, and all of a sudden you feel better. And even there's other articles that say if you're really worried about tomorrow, you have a stressful day that is tomorrow, just write down all of your to-do list for tomorrow, and all of a sudden you will immediately feel better about it. And I'm telling you, as from a practical experience, this has happened with two different individuals. Both of them do not know that the other person is saying the same thing, by the way. But it's just amazing. And honestly, for me, this is worthwhile. Like, every time with other startups, all you hear is people are getting burnt out, people are suffering, the salaries are not enough. But when people give me that kind of feedback that actually this has improved their lives in every single sense, this has given them a purpose, that's big. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
I love it. I mean, and a lot of businesses are suffering from retention and having to get new talent. And like, this is a really strategic way of branding, or, company branding, talent retention, talent recruitment. Like, I mean, for me in general, it's doing a lot for our community and Tallahassee as a whole. So there's a lot of major pluses when it comes to this. So, thanks, Ali. Are we going to join on the other side?
Yes, let's go. Bye, everyone.
As we know, with this button, it takes a few seconds, but see you guys next